But what scares and revolts me the most is a simple, inescapable fact that a head is missing. The neck is a jagged, raw stump where the head has been either hacked or sawn off, and the blood surrounds it like a huge crimson halo. It is the only obvious injury to her body. For some seconds, it may be as few as 3, it may be as many as 20. I simply stare at the corpse, and although I can remember nothing of the previous night, I know without a doubt that there is no way I'm responsible for what's happened here. You see, I recognize this girl, even without her head. Her name was Leah Tornus, and I was in love with her. I can't believe this is happening. Yesterday she was a smiling, chatty young woman with everything to live for. Today she is a butchered corpse, as pale and lifeless as an alabaster statue. My head spins with the confusion of what I'm witnessing. I feel like I have a terrible hangover, and the nausea rises through me in bitter, debilitating waves. I've seen sudden death before. On the battlefield, it's always a terrifying sight, but this is worse. Far worse. On a battlefield, you're psyched for death. As a soldier, you're constantly preparing for it. But I've been a civilian now for 3 years, and the memories of blood and cordite are fading. And as for the woman lying in front of me, she never fought in any battle, never put herself in the firing line. She was a 25-year-old nanny, enjoying life in the big city. She was innocent. Why kill her? Why? I can't look at her anymore. If I do, I think I might break down. It's an obscene sight, and yet somehow brutally compelling. But I tear my gaze away and look around the room, trying to find something familiar to hang on to, something that may explain how I got here. Apart from the bed, which is drenched in Leah's blood, the room is neatly decorated and furnished in a distinctly feminine but old-fashioned style with cheap reprints of still life and classical oil paintings dotting the pastel-coloured walls. The furniture, a huge double wardrobe, a chest of drawers, and a dressing table with oval mirror, is all antique pine and matching. It reminds me of the inside of a kid's dollhouse, except that in the corner there's a TV on a metallic black stand with a DVD player in the space beneath. A folded cardboard sign sits on top of the DVD player, and it grabs my attention immediately. It's handwritten in black marker pen, the words in neat block capitals. Still shaking, I take a couple of steps towards it and curse. The top line says simply, Tyler, and then beneath it, press play. For a moment, I'm too shell-shocked to figure out what it's trying to say, but then the realization hits. Tyler, someone else knows I'm here. I shut my eyes, fighting off another wave of nausea. When I open them again, I find my gaze returning to Leah's body. The blood on her neck wound is coagulated and the thick patches on the sheets are also drying. She died some time ago. Then, at least 2 or 3 hours, probably longer, and for the first time, I notice a smell in the room. The vague, sour odour of feces and decay that lingers around the recently dead like a humiliating smell. Standing there in the dim, leaden silence, it feels as if I stepped into the middle of someone else's nightmare. But I'm wrong. As I crouch down and press the play button, I'm about to find out this is my nightmare, and it's only just beginning.